Welcome back to another loop station tutorial. My name is Playgue, and today we're talking about the beat shift. This is part of a tutorial series where I talk about every single effect on this device. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Beat shift is probably one of the most broken effects on the entire device. I have a tutorial on glitches and issues for this device, and I talk about beat shift on there as well, but we'll be going into more detail here. It's weird. Despite this effect being so simple, it's very glitchy. In any case, let's just jump straight into the parameters. We have two parameters. We have type and shift. Type, we have two options. We have future and past. This is where the brokenness begins. So you want to think of your loops as a circle, right? It's a loop. A loop of sound. Normally when we think of sounds or sound bites or sound waves, we think of it going in a straight line, like it's beginning here, ends here, and we listen to it that way. With a loop station, it is much better to think of your sounds as a loop. And what we're doing with the beat shift is we're turning that sound rather than, shifting that sound. Once you think about it like that, this shift makes a little bit more sense. So the future will spin the circle counterclockwise. So when you shift the sound into the future, you're turning the sound counterclockwise to whatever given distance of the units of measurement. If you're doing it by the past, you're turning the sound clockwise. So you're bringing the past forward. It feels like it should be the opposite. I told you it doesn't make any sense. So there's two ways to help you that I've come up with to try to help you remember what past and future do. But think of it as a circle. You can think of it as counterclockwise and clockwise. Another way you can think about it is you can think, what part do I want moved to the position? So if you want something moved to a certain position, then you want to think, is it in the past or is it in the future? So I'll give you an example. I have a little bass line here recorded. It just kind of pops up on the second beat. So we have that, and I want to shift this beat a quarter note or one beat to the third. Right now it's happening on the second click over here, and I want it to happen right here. So this is where the position is. Where is the sound that I want moved? Well, it's in the past, so I'm going to have past selected, and I want to move it. I want to move that past sound a quarter measure to where I want it. So now if I apply this, what should happen is we should hear the sound happening right here. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense now on what past and future mean. The next parameter, as I was showing, is shift. This is how much we shift the sounds around. So at what distance are we shifting the sound to? And this is controlled by the knob. You can also have it as through. Through just means let it play. Don't do the effect at all. It's the same thing as turning the effect off. If you start a track with the beat shift on, it won't activate it first until it gets to the point where you need it shifted. So what I mean by that is, let's say I have me counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and I want to shift it a quarter of a note or one beat. Okay, so what it's going to do is it's not going to shift anything until a quarter note has passed. What? I'll show you. If I wanted to shift, what direction we passed? So we're going to be shifting it. Past is clockwise. I'll let it play, and you should hear 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Perfect. Everything is making sense so far. But if I start it, it's going to play through the first quarter note or first half note or first whatever. It'll play through whatever is on here first. Then it will shift it. So what will end up happening is we'll still play the 1, and then it'll shift that 1 forward. So we'll hear 1 twice. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. Why? I don't know. So the solution to that is to have it play past. You just need to get it past this note, and then it'll be shifted. 1, 2, 3. or it won't matter because the shift is so small. 1 2 1 1 that it just 1 happens so quickly that it's over and it's just part of the song. It's just part of the track. 1 4 1 2 1 4 1 2 yeah, it becomes a mess. So you'll want to have the beat shift on before it ends up 1 2 3 so it actually sounds right. Other glitches can occur, like for example, it not shifting anything at all. It just won't shift. It just doesn't care. It doesn't give. And this happened a lot when I was recording 1 minute. Oh man, about 50% of my takes ended because at the very beginning because the beat shift was glitching. Again? Oh my god. Why does this keep happening? Dude, beat shift is broken. Again? What? What is going on? With all of these glitches in mind, we can still do some interesting things with this. You can use this like a custom beat scatter. So you can use assigns or just hit the actual notes that you want to, but you can use this as a beat scatter. So what you would do is you would have the track playing, and you can record with the beat shift. So whatever you shift, you can then record it. And we'll mess with this, like a little beat. And now we've recorded it. So you can use the beat shift to make your own beat scatter, which is pretty cool. You can also use the beat shift to correct mistakes, which is a very common use of the beat shift. Last tip I'll give you with the beat shift is you can record over parts of a thing. So like for example, if you have a sample of A, B, A, B, you can change it to all A's, or you can change it to A, A, B, B, whatever you want. And so basically you can move notes around to create something new because you can shift the notes to whatever position that you want down to a 16th note. If you wanted this to be to all ones, for example, you could totally do that. 1 1 2 4 1 1 2, and then we shifted a half a measure. 1 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 3 4 1 1 2 1 1 1 1 1. Now we've essentially copied and pasted this beginning portion to the last portion. So you can use this like a copy paste of a specific like thing, which also could be really useful too if there's like something that's really hard for you to get, or you want more than one of a thing. You can use this as kind of a shortcut to copy and paste certain parts of a track to the other side of another track. Beat shift is definitely helpful in a lot of different cases. It's just really buggy, or doesn't make sense and just glitches and just it's sometimes very frustrating to use the beat shift, but hopefully you can work around a lot of those with the workarounds that I gave you, and you have some fun with the beat shift. So let's take a listen to this song I keep talking about.